4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
What's going on, guys? My name is Commander RestlessCorpse. We're back here with Elite Dangerous, and we're still sitting in Robigo Mines. Now remember, in the last episode, ended in failure. We did take a couple, I think it was 1 or 2 smuggling missions to smuggle slaves across the galaxy, and we ended up getting about halfway there and scanned by the police because I panicked. It was my first time. I panicked when I got interdicted by the police, and they got me. So I've been doing a lot of practicing, and I mean like a lot of practicing. I've made several of these runs, and if you look up here, I have quite a bit of cash saved up from doing these runs. So I needed to at least show you guys that I can do it. So here we go. We're going to take a couple missions here, and we are going to get this smuggling route done before we move on to the next leg in our journey to become the most feared and dashing space pirate this galaxy has ever seen. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a shadow delivery here for 8 slaves. And this isn't the shadow delivery here, but I think I'm going to take it anyway. Let's see how many. 56. They should put us right at 64, which is my my cargo limit.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Right. All right. So I'm taking a shadow delivery and just a regular slave delivery because they both pay pretty damn well. Now, the good thing is, though, that the shadow delivery is a mission will fail if scanned. But this one is not. This one is just go do it. So we're going to be doing the shadow delivery first in the event that we do get scanned, so that if I get scanned, I can still complete this one and make, you know, the 2.6 million credits. I'm planning on not getting scanned, and I've been doing pretty damn well lately, so we'll see. But what I've also noticed is when you get scanned and it like fails the mission, you still have the slaves from it, so you can just sell them at any black market and still make a decent amount of money. It's nowhere near what it's going to give you, but it's good enough. So let's go ahead and set this one in the galaxy map. I've also upgraded this Asp Explorer a lot because of all the money that I've been making. I think this is, yeah, we're doing this one first. So I can actually make it to these areas in one route on the fastest route now because I've got a ridiculous amount of fuel. As soon as it opens this map, I think we'll be good to go. I've got a ridiculous amount of fuel, so I can just jump there and jump back. It still takes quite a few jumps, but I don't have to do the economical route first. A lot of what I was doing before I actually upgraded was I would set my target as the fastest route, see where I could jump without refueling, and then alter my route so that it was a star that I could scoop that there, and then replot the fastest route to the target. But now I can just plot it straight there and everything's good. So because this is going to take a while, because it's pretty damn far away, I'll see if anything crazy happens or when we get to our objective. And if it's quick enough, then maybe we'll get on with some other stuff too, because there are some other things that we need to start taking care of, such as tricking out that Vulture. I want to get that bad boy all set up. Also, I have my eye on an Imperial Clipper. An Imperial Clipper is what I ultimately want to be in when we start our pirating. So there's a few things that we need to do to even have the ability to buy a Clipper. And then when we can buy the Clipper, I want to have enough money right off the bat to fully trick it out. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we get, you know, close to the smuggling target here. Looks like we've already got the police on our tail, guys. This is only one jump so far. Actually, he doesn't seem to be coming toward me, so screw him. Whatever. I'm not even actually worried about it anymore. So I've figured out the capabilities of this Asp Explorer when it's fully tricked out. I am not worried about anything except for when there are police at my target. Oh, here we go. Alright, so this is actually okay. The cop is interdicting me, but it's still a good scenario here. Because what I'm going to do is immediately boost away from this guy. Just immediately. Full throttle, boost. I'm too fast for him to keep up with. and I also get out of his scan range super
Friendship
fast.
drive charging.
And it's okay because I can hyperdrive or warp or whatever from this. So just line up with my next system and keep going, and we're good.
4,
And that is why I don't worry about getting interdicted by anyone anymore, because I can outrun everyone. So we're jumping into Diffu here. I should already have the station selected. If I don't, we'll just have to quick do that, and we'll get into the actual gritty part of the smuggling here. But I do have it set up. Okay, so it's one of these, and these are kind of the toughest ones,
fuel
I guess.
station. Main fuel tank.
Generally, when it's an orbital station, which is the things like Robigo, where it's just out in the open, those are easy because they don't have security. And I think this guy's right on my ass already. Those are good because they don't have security. So as long as nothing follows you into it, you're absolutely golden. With these, they do have security. So if this cop that's behind me that I've got targeted, he doesn't seem to be following me. If he... Oh, maybe I should have been paying attention how fast I was going, too. That's okay, because I need to line up perfectly. So if he follows me into it, I have to jump away. There's absolutely no way I can do it. I've tried it many times, and I have failed almost every single time. It looks like he might actually be chasing me. But the most important thing for these... I suppose I don't need him targeted anymore. The most important thing for these is that you approach them from the correct direction. Now, the mail slot's always on planet side. So what I like to do is just come over the planet, line it up, and then scoot in the middle of there. And that makes these super easy. 'Cause you want to minimize the amount of time that you are in this space. Because the longer you're in there, the easier it is for, you to get caught. So we're going to line up. It's probably not going to be perfect. Actually, it's pretty damn perfect right now. No, it's not. All right. But regardless, it's going to be pretty good. Now, speed is the key with this. We're going to have to get in super quick. As long as we can get through that mail slot, we'll be safe. I've heard a lot of things about how silent running doesn't really help. I always do silent running for these. And I can generally get in before I start to overheat. So we'll see. But if this cop is actually following me, what that does is that spawns him in the instance a couple seconds after it spawns you in, and he immediately starts to scan you, and that's no good. So if that happens, what we're going to do is boost past it and out of the system and come back. Alright, mail slot's up there. Does not look like he is in here with me. But we'll see in a second. Request that clearance. Silent running.
Request granted.
And then take
Shields
manual
offline.
control of the thruster.
Silent running.
Now this is the hard part because this thing is not very maneuverable sometimes, especially going at fast speeds. Just have to make sure you hit that mail slot good. Well. Come on. You're going to be a pirate. Yeah, you have to be a well-spoken pirate. Alright, we're good. Hit landing gear, turn off silent,
Thermal
and we're
signature
golden.
restored. Landing gear
Excellent.
deployed.
Easy stuff, guys. Cool.
Docking successful.
And we don't even need to go into the hangar because the cops never come in here and they never scan anything in here. So we're going to refuel because I did use a ridiculous amount of fuel there. And done. Look at that, guys. Also, I'm getting pretty close to whatever the hell is next from Allied. So, the other mission that we've got is not a shadow delivery, so it doesn't matter if I get scanned. But I still don't want to get scanned because I have 56 slaves in my hold, and that's going to be a giant fine. Let's plot that course. I've never been here, so I don't have the info for it, so we'll just have to figure it out when we get there. But it is 2 jumps away. What is that? 3 maybe? Yeah, it's 3 jumps. No problem. And then I do want to show you. You can see, like, okay, so these have been around for a long time. Remember, I got those over back by HIP 16607 back in my doing missions days. I have no clue where this bounty came from, and it's a giant bounty. But the maximum time is like 6 days or whatever, so they, you know, it couldn't go higher than 6 days, but probably would have. I have no clue where this bounty came from. And these fines are just like traffic violations, I guess you can call them. They're me running into other ships on my way out of a mail slot, because sometimes, you know, you got to get out fast too, because they'll scan you on the way out. So sometimes there's dudes in the way, and I just bump right through them and keep going. You get a 200 credit reckless driving fine. Anyway, we're going to be running the slaves to Vice Base here. Oh, so let's do it. Now again, I want to get out of here before I get scanned. Even though it will not fail the mission for me this time, if I get scanned, it's going to give me a pretty hefty fine for having 56 slaves in my cargo hold. Let's get out of here super quick. I believe that is a cop right there. So, oh, you just frame shifted out, so we're okay. Let's child's play, guys. It's easy. Super easy.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another cool thing about doing so many of these smuggling missions is that I've been to a ridiculous amount of systems that I was able to scan, and I've got pages and pages and pages of system data. So when I finally decide to sell it all, it's going to be a pretty hefty sum. But like I said, I believe in a previous episode, I've been, not me personally, obviously, it's just looking around and reading around. The advice is to hold on to them until there's a community goal. And I don't exactly know how to know when there's a community goal. So if anybody knows, you know, how to figure that out, or if the community goal is done already, or, you know, if there is even one currently, how many times they do it. I think maybe it's once a month, I don't know. If you know all that stuff, just throw it down in the comments. Maybe just link me to some info. I've Googled it, but all I ever find is like a forum thread that leads me to other forum threads, that apparently have an active community goal, but there's no telling whether or not that's current. So if there's like an official site that has them, that'd be great. I've looked around on the launcher, but it's all like in character, so it's kind of hard to figure out. I don't want to go to, oh, looks like I might be interdicted by a cop. Yep. Because the system authority told me to throttle down. That's generally your... So they're still coming after me. See, alright, so he started his scan, but we are going to be way out of here before that is ever even a problem. It's just because this is a super fast ship, guys. I've got the best thrusters, the best power plant, the best distributor. You know, I mean, I don't even look at outfitting stations when I'm in this ship anymore, because there's nothing else I can buy for it.
2, 1, engage.
At some point, I am going to be turning this into an exploration vehicle, though. I'm going to get one of those surface scanners as well. I'm probably going to get rid of anything that is not a fuel tank or a cargo hold and do some exploring. Alright, so we're here. Nope, we're not. Are we here? Yeah, we're here. Alright. Let's see what that guy is. As an Imperial courier, I'm not worried about it. So what we need to do... Vice Base. Where are you? Come on, buddy. There you are. Alright, let's get in there. Drop these guys off. These 56 slaves hanging out in my cargo hold. And then we're going to get back to Robago. And, you know, move on from there. Alright, now I'm going to treat this like I need to not get scanned. Well, I mean, this is what I was talking about, though. There's no security around these kinds of bases, but I always do them as if there are, just in case.
Docking request granted.
So what I do, again, Hit that silent.
Silent running.
Take manual
Shields
control of the
offline.
thrusters and put that landing gear out just so it slows me down a little bit, unless there are NPCs flying around, in which
Landing
case
gear
I'll leave the
deployed.
landing gear out, or like in case I have to boost away, because you can't boost with landing gear. And the last thing I need to do is be mashing my boost button wondering why I'm not boosting. It's because I have my landing gear out. But I do like it with this because it's a little bit more maneuverable with the landing gear out, because it slows you down a little bit. Alright, we're going to turn that silent running
Thermal
back off.
signature restored.
Now that was unneeded, but I'm just going through the motions so that you guys see my process.
Docking successful.
And then with these, I
Engines
always go into the
disengaged.
hangar so I cannot be
Shields
scanned if
online.
I'm sitting there for a while, like, you know, waiting for the UI to load up or something. I don't want to get scanned. Alright. There we go. Excellent. 73, almost, yeah, 73.5 million, which is pretty damn good. I don't ever take any of these because they're just not worth my time anymore. You know, if it doesn't have the 7 digits, I don't want it. But I do check commodities markets just to see if there's anything rare, because the trip back to Robigo is a perfect distance to sell rares. But I don't see anything. It's only actually been one time that I saw something. We'll take a look at these universal cartographics, but because I'm really close to the majority of the stuff that I've scanned, you only see that. But there are, I wish there was like a page selector instead of the next 20, because I could be mashing next 20 forever. But I've got several pages of these, and if I go all the way back to what is my home at the moment, which is HIP 16607, I'm pretty sure I can sell the entire lot of it. And you know what? To be honest, we don't have to go back to Robigo because it automatically pays you and gives you your stuff. So what we're going to do is plot a course back to Diaguandri, because that is where the Vulture is. And it's time to get back into the Vulture. Now, I don't quite have the money that I need to buy the Clipper just yet. I want to make sure that that's a one trip. Yeah, it's only 3 jumps. I don't have the money to buy the Clipper. I need about 105 million plus another around 7 million for the insurance in case I die in it to fully gear it out the way I want it. So I'm going to be probably doing smuggling missions to farm up for that, but I'm not going to make you guys watch every smuggling mission I do. Although I would like to get one of the big multi ones on camera. There have been a couple times where I had my cargo hold just absolutely full
Engines engaged.
of slaves from missions.
Landing gear
Instead of like the way I had it this time was it was full, yes, but it was only 2 missions because one mission had 56 slaves, whereas a lot of the shadow deliveries had like 3 or 4. And there was one, it took me like an hour and a half or something to do the entire thing, but there, were just a ridiculous amount of places I had to go. I was being hunted by all kinds of cops and dudes trying to kill me. And I wanted to touch on that. So if I get into one of these stations, and like I said, sometimes the cops will be following you and they'll show up a couple seconds after you do. If that happens, jump to the next system. Or, well, yeah, jump to the next system first, even if it's not like a mission target system, just to get out of that system. And then go do a different delivery and come back, because
fuel scooping.
what happens is each one of those, or at least this is what I've gathered from my own experience, each one of the missions that you take spawns an NPC, whether it be a cop, somebody just trying to kill you, or one of those annoying dudes that are trying to stop you and talk to you and tell you not to do it. So the cop that's following you at that time could be from a different mission, so if you finish that mission, then that cop is gone, so you don't have to worry about it. So what I do is if it's too hot to land, I'll go to a different one in hopes that maybe that's the one that is going to get rid of the cop that was harassing me in the other one. And it's worked out so far. The only time I ever get spotted and scanned is when I get greedy and try to do it anyway.
2, 1, engage.
But there have been times where, like, the station was 2,000 light seconds away from the sun that I spawned in that system, and every couple seconds I'd be interdicted by one guy that's trying to kill me, or one guy or one cop, you know, and it's just a slog to get to the damn station because it's like every 50 or 60 light seconds I get interdicted. But you just keep going. If that happens, that means if it's a cop, that means they're gonna show up in the station with you. If it's someone trying to kill you, that's fine, because once you get into the no-fire zone, they'll stop shooting at you. So don't worry about that. Plus, we have shields, so it's not a big deal. But if it is a cop, you might as well not even slog it all the way to the station, because he's going to be there when you get there. You might as well just jump out and come back later. Anyway, that's my quick advice. We're almost in Diaguandri here. We're going to go in and get the Vulture and go back to HIP 607, or HIP 16607. Let's get into Raid Gateway, because that is where we left the Vulture. Unfortunately, I don't know of a way to transport vehicles. Looking on Reddit and forums and whatnot, it looks like there is no way to do it other than like going to where you want to go, buying a Sidewinder, coming back to where you have the vehicle you want to transport, and jumping in that vehicle and going. So you'd have to leave the shitty Sidewinder there. Only problem is, any of the places that I would want to transport are really far away, and I don't think a Sidewinder would make it. But it's not a big deal. Diaguandri can be my garage system, I guess, since everything is cheaper here anyway. And so far, it's had everything that I've wanted to buy for any of my ships. So Raid Gateway is a pretty damn good station, guys, if you're, you know, if you're looking for a place that has lots of stuff. Also, just throwing this out there, I've decided against the Python, which was the original goal for the pirating. I've decided against the Python just based on a lot of things that people have been saying about it. It's a good ship, it's just not the best ship for pirating. So, from what I'm told, the Imperial Clipper is pretty damn good. I want to buy one and try it out. It's also cheaper. A lot cheaper. Like the 105 million for the Imperial Clipper is not just the Clipper. It's the Clipper and every upgrade that I want. Whereas the Python itself is like 56 million. With something like, I don't know, 250 to 300 million to fully deck it out. That's not what I want to do. So we're going to go with the Clipper. So what that means is I'm going to need to rank up in the Empire. And that is not the same as the Powerplay rank up, which I originally thought. It's just your rank in it by doing missions. So at some point, I'm going to have to do a ridiculous amount of missions for him. And I think the ones around my area at HIP 16607 have gotten to the point where they don't give me influence anymore, or reputation, whichever one it is, because I've done so many of them. So I need to find other Imperial areas. I think at some point I also kind of want to go to the Imperial capital, which is Kamidanu or something like that. I haven't seen the name in a while, so I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But I kind of want to go there and check it out. And see if there's anything cool that I can do around there. Also, I have been working on my rating. I'm rating 2 at the moment. I don't know if I said it in the last video or if it was in the video right before the last video, but remember we went out and we got merit points by interdicting some rival power guys, and after I got the points, enough points to get rating 2, it didn't immediately give me rating 2, so I was kind of wondering if you had to wait until the next cycle. Well, it turns out that the day that I recorded that was actually the day that the cycle was about to reset, so I immediately got my rating 2 like after 4 a.m. or something like that. So that is indeed how you do it, and I'm gonna have to wait until next week to go up to rating 3, if I go up to rating 3 at all. So we'll see. But as far as I know, I need to keep, like, it takes 100 merits to get to rating 2. I need that every week or it'll drop my rating. So in order to keep rating 2, I need to get at least 100 merits every week. I have 90 for the week so far, and it's only going to take like 1 interdiction to get back up to 120, so whatever. But anyway, let's jump in that shipyard and get the Vulture out. This is my baby right here. We're going to retrieve it. And then there are some upgrades that I need to spend some money on. And since we're so far from being able to buy the clipper right now, I'm not worried about using the money that I'm saving, because I can always go back to Robigo and do more trade, more smuggling, because I'm always going to have this asp just waiting here in Diego Andre. Let's take a look at the outfitting. I'm actually kind of curious if it keeps my exploration data between ships to it. I never put anything in those, but... Alright, so I wanted better thrusters. Yeah, there we go. That is going to put me above my thing here. Let's just hold out for a second, because I might not need those. I don't remember which ones I have. I think I have the shitty ones. Let's see, let's compare. 5C, that's not terrible. Even 5B puts me 0.05 over, so let's see what we can do about that. No, I have the best power distributor and power plant. So we're going to leave the thrusters the way they are. It's not really that big of a deal anyway. And looking at that, it looks like there isn't really anything that we need to worry about. Maybe a better interdictor. Since I am going to be doing missions, I'm probably going to be doing assassin missions and stuff. And having to get so damn close with these interdictors is kind of crappy. So as long as it doesn't put me above the amount. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, I never did figure out anything to put here. I might just put like a hull reinforcement because I don't want to go over with my power draw. Let's check the shield banks. See if I can get a really good shield bank that won't put me over. Oh, it's going to put me way over. Even just one. Alright, so we're not going to worry about that. Maybe I'll get a hull reinforcement, but I don't know if I ever bought better hull. No, I didn't. Okay. That's relatively expensive, but it's going to keep me alive. Before I do that, though, I do want to see what my optimal mass is. 700, which I'm nowhere near close to. So that's good. Yeah, I'm only at 347, so I can go up to about 700 before I start losing performance. So that's still going to be good. So let's go ahead and get the military grade composite. Is there anything else I need? I can get a better cargo rack. Looks like. Because it is a 4 rating thing and I only have a 3 rating cargo rack. Yeah. I don't necessarily know if I don't need cargo on this though. I might need to put something else there. Yeah, let's go with more fuel. Cool. Alright. And I suppose I'll throw a tiny cargo rack on there just in case I actually ever find something I want to pick up or need something for a quest. So we'll take a 2 cargo rack. Alright. Now looking at this stuff, because I don't have anything, a shield booster would be super nice, and it won't put me over unless I buy the big one. And if I buy the big one, I can just turn off some stuff. The shield booster would be nice. Do I not have a kill? Yeah, I do. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to buy a shield booster for this guy and then just set some stuff to turn off. So it's over now. It's kind of way over. We're going to swing over here to the modules. Alright, well, thrusters needs to be 1. The cargo hatch can stay 2. Frameshift drive needs to be 1. Fuel scoop can go 2. Interdictor can go 2 because I'm not going to be, interdicting things while I'm in combat. So this should be okay. Now, when I bring out my weapons, it's going to give me an alert saying that I have too much power, but it's going to shut these things off that are set to 2 and hopefully put me under. So we'll see. In fact, let's get out into space and figure that out. So let's plot a course back to HIP 16607, which is home for now. And that's where I have a little sidewinder. Right down here in Dome Gateway. There we go. See if that is one shot. That is definitely one shot. Only because I bought that extra fuel tank. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so now that we're out of the no-fire zone, let's see.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
So it disabled some modules. Let's see which modules it disabled, so that I know that everything is working the way it should be. Alright, so cargo hatch is off. Fuel scoop, frame shift interdictor, and that's it. Those are all off. Everything else needed is on, so we're in good shape. Alright, so now we are in an anarchy system for Lee Long Rui, or whatever his name is. And we're going to hunt down one of his agents, interdict the hell out of him, and kill the hell out of him, so that we are good for next week. And actually, I could probably, throughout the week, keep going and raise in the ranks. But for now, I just want to get the one out of the way so I don't have to worry about it. So I don't forget. And then, you know, come Thursday when it switches over, realize that I'm back down to rating 1 because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so he is serious security, so he is going to be allied with Lee. I'm going to interdict the hell out of him. But I'm not behind him. But I'm going to be behind him now. Hopefully. Yeah, he's moving away from me, it looks. Oh, come on now. Alright, let's get pretty far away from him so I can turn around. Or I'm gonna get interdicted. Oh, it's a security guy. Excellent. I'll take him down. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been in combat, guys. Let's tear this guy up. If I can get my weapons out, that'd be great. Oh, I accidentally... Okay. Alright. That was not what I was trying to do. I accidentally escaped the interdiction. Alright, here we go. He's interdicting me, so hopefully it'll still count. I'm gonna tear this guy up.
Under attack.
Some pips into weapons. This should be good. Let's go.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Suck it. Wow, it's been a while since I've been into any kind of combat. So this is fun and exciting again. Torn up. I'm not actually sure if it counts if I don't interdict them, so I'm going to try one more, guys. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Submit. That's all you got to do. Just submit. Submit, and it'll be painless. It'll be quick, sir. Come on, buddy. Don't fight it. Why are you fighting it? Come on. Sir. You're just prolonging the inevitable. Alright, here we go.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Hey, buddy. Take it. This is what you get.
Target shields offline.
Are you trying to hit me with a beam? I mean, you're kind of hitting me, I guess. These things are a little bit, like, tanky. Whoa! Whoa, enough! Firing rockets at me. Oh, really? I'm under attack. See ya!
Target destroyed.
Alright, that should be good enough. Now it's time to get home. Alright, here we are, guys.
Docking request granted.
Finally home. It's been a while. Let's get on in here to Film Gateway and see if we got our merits. And also, I kind of want to check and see how much I can sell all this navigation data for. Otherwise, I'll hold on to it. Also, I guess we're going to see if it transfers per ship. I would assume it does. But maybe it doesn't. We'll see. And I think I have some bounties I can turn in from a long time ago. What are we looking for? 29. Way over there.
Landing gear deployed.
Man, it's so nice to be back in this Vulture, man. This thing is so maneuverable compared to that asp. That asp was terribly unmaneuverable.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
So the first thing we're going to check is the cartographics here. Actually, less than I can sell from sell it to at Robigo. So we're just gonna hold on to these. Let's go to contacts. I cannot turn in my bounties here. I think I have to go to Crowgy or whatever. Let's go to power contact. Okay, so it did give me credit for the time I was interdicted and the time that I interdicted someone else. So I now have 150. And I only need 100 to stay rating 2. I think I need 750 to get to rating 3, which I might be working on because I have plenty of time. In any case, now that we are back home, we're going to start doing missions to raise our rank in the Imperial or the Empire because we need to get to a certain rank to get an Imperial cutter, and I'll have to go look and see which one it is because I don't know what rank it is, but we'll get there, guys. Also, kind of want to take a trip to the Imperial, like, capital, which is, why am I, oh no, is this not a control system anymore? Yeah, it's still controlled. Alright, it's just a weird color for some reason. I think we might be losing it. Well, whatever. I want to make it over to here at some point because this is the capital of Arissa's holdings. So I want to swing over here and check it out at some point. We'll be doing that eventually. Let's see if I can actually make it there from here. Yeah, I can make it there in one go. I don't need to like stop anywhere. So we'll be checking that out. Maybe in the next episode I can do some missions over there. I don't know what. I think that's something that we have our sights set on. How this is still controlled, but I don't know if it's going to be controlled at the end of the week now because it's the border, like this color, the bubble color is not the same as it was last week. Or is it just because that's who I have like selected? Let's see. Yeah, it's just because I have. Okay, so that's how it works. I've never actually tried that. So this is just showing all the holdings. It changes color. So everything is fine. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of Elite Dangerous or any of the other videos that I've done, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments. Remember, my name is RestlessCorpse. That's Commander to you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Eject. 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 Eject.